How do you know if an Imperial White Inkstone is truly worthy? What separates a collector's ornament from a living altar of destiny? In this video, we will uncover the 4 pillars of appraisal that defines authenticity, rarity, and metaphysical power. When we speak of Imperial China's greatest treasures, most think of jade, porcelain, or paintings. Yet, among scholars and emperors, one artifact stood at the very heart of power: the Imperial White Inkstone. Unlike common inkstones carved from tuan or she stones, the Imperial White Inkstone was rare, luminous, and sacred. Emperors Kangxi and Qianlong treasured it not merely for writing, but for meditation, manifestation, and aligning their reign with heaven's mandate. Today, Imperial Harvest revives this legacy. To appraise an Imperial White Inkstone, we must first understand how the greatest collectors of all time value it, the emperors themselves. For Emperor Kangxi, the inkstone symbolizes clarity and wisdom. In his private study, he would grind cinnabar sticks on the white surface before writing decrees or poetry. This simple ritual was a meditation, quieting his mind and ensuring his governance reflected heaven's order. His grandson, Emperor Qianlong, took it further. Renowned as one of history's greatest art collectors, Emperor Qianlong elevated the inkstone into a ritual altar of manifestation. By grinding cinnabar, the ray of earth, upon the white stone of heaven, he believed every poem or decree he wrote carried the mandate of heaven. Their standard was clear. A true Imperial White Inkstone had to embody purity, cultural resonance, and spiritual potency. Not just an object, but a bridge between emperor and cosmos. So, how do we appraise an Imperial White Inkstone today? The answer lies in 4 pillars, the same standards once used by emperors themselves. First, the purity of the stone body. Luminous, jade-like, and elegant, symbolizing clarity of mind. Second, natural veins and skins. Heaven's calligraphy etched into stone. Black gold veins for hidden support. Cinnabar veins for visible benefactors. Black gold skin for unspoken influence. And cinnabar skin for prestige and recognition. Third, the Imperial Motifs. Auspicious carvings that channel blessings directly into the custodian's life. From the horse carrying the gold ingots, to clouds of ascension, to the imperial cauldron of authority. Finally, the celestial inscriptions. The Big Dipper Talismans, hand-inscribed personally by me. This activation aligns the inkstone with heaven's chi of transforming it from a collector's artifact into a living altar of manifestation. Together, these 4 pillars define authenticity, rarity, and true imperial value. The first pillar is purity of the stone body. A true Imperial White Inkstone is luminous with a jade-like glow that symbolizes clarity and refinement. Collectors look for 3 qualities. Clarity, a clean, radiant surface free from muddiness, representing purity of intention. Smoothness, a refined texture that grinds cinnabar into ink effortlessly. Translucency, under natural light, the stone reveals a subtle inner glow, echoing the clarity of mind emperors sought before making decisions of state. Imperfections may exist, but when they harmonize with natural veins or carved motifs, they become part of the stone's individuality, enhancing rarity rather than diminishing it. This purity of body is what first captivated Emperor Kangxi and Emperor Qianlong. For them, the luminous inkstone was not just a material artifact, but a mirror of inner stillness and enlightened rule. The second pillar is the presence of the heaven's inscription, the natural veins and skin that appear within the Imperial White Inkstone. Black gold veins, fine golden black threads symbolizing indirect benefactors, unseen allies who smooth obstacles and ensure opportunities arrive at the right moment. Cinnabar veins, vivid vermilion streaks representing direct benefactors, mentors, patrons, and champions who step forward to accelerate breakthroughs. Black gold skin, a dark gold bloom on the surface, radiating quiet influence and unspoken authority. Cinnabar skin, a radiant cinnabar red glow signifying prestige and public recognition, projecting one's achievement into the wider world. In appraisal, veins and skins are valued not only for their presence, but for how they flow in harmony with the stone's body and motifs. No two stones carry the same constellation of markings. Each is a cosmic original, the heaven's calligraphy written into stone. The third pillar is the artistry of the carved motifs. On an Imperial White Inkstone, motifs are never decoration, they are vessels of blessings. Each engraving channels centuries of imperial symbolism into the life of the custodian. In the current Bountiful Harvest edition, 3 motifs lead the way. The horse carrying gold ingots, momentum, triumph, and abundant returns. Every venture concludes laden with prosperity. Smooth ascension through clouds. The promise of effortless rise, continuous benefactors, and noble recognition. The Imperial Quadrant, sovereignty, legitimacy, and manifestation power, grounding authority with heaven's mandate. These motifs don't stand apart from the stone. They are chosen to harmonize with natural veins and skins, as if heavens drafted the design and the artisans simply review it. The final and most decisive pillar is celestial activation, the hand-inscribed Big Dipper Talisman personally by me. Without this inscription, an inkstone is a carved artifact. With it, the inkstone becomes a living altar. The talisman aligns the custodian with the chi of the Big Dipper, the constellation long revered by the Emperor's compass for destiny, longevity, and prosperity. Each talisman is inscribed by hand, unique to its stone. It activates the natural veins, empowering the motifs and channeling heaven's mandate into the custodian's life. This is what separates the genuine Imperial White Inkstone from the merely ornamental, artistry elevated into manifestation. Every Imperial White Inkstone is one of one, a confluence of heaven's veins, carved motifs, and celestial inscriptions. Appraisal begins by recognizing what makes it truly rare. First, the uniqueness of veins and skins. No two stones display the same constellation. Collectors treasure crisp black gold veins, vivid cinnabar veins, balanced skins, and when these features combine, their rarity multiplies. Second, the harmony of motifs and veins. A horse propelled by a golden line, cloud rising with cinnabar streaks. These natural integrations prove the stone was shaped by both artisan and heaven. Third, limited artistic editions. Each release, from auspicious animals to literati engravings, from Temple of Heaven to Bountiful Harvest, is never reproduced once sold, preserving exclusivity. Finally, the Big Dipper Talisman crowns rarity. Each inscription is unique, ensuring that no two inkstones share the same celestial signatures. For collectors, this transforms the artifact into a living, unrepeatable spiritual masterpiece. The Imperial White Inkstone stands at the pinnacle of heritage and manifestation. To select one is to look beyond surface beauty, to recognize its 4 pillars: purity of stone, heaven veins and skins, auspicious motifs, and the Big Dipper Talismans. When all 4 converge, the Imperial White Inkstone becomes more than art. It becomes a living altar, a tool of clarity, authority, and prosperity that serve both emperors and modern achievers alike. To own an Imperial Harvest Imperial White Inkstone is to inherit the Emperor's altar, a lineage of wisdom and manifestation carried forward into today. It is an invitation not only to collect history, but to live destiny.